Sister Gal got on my nerves, y'all. I got more videos about the Ricardo Ignacio and the Mulatto guy, and some have not been uploaded yet. I got a lot of footage of this, of me give my commentary. But y'all, Sister Gal got on my nerves. No, not the Latina, not the Latina, the Afro-Latina, the one that told Mulatto guy. And I'm glad she told him. No, the one was calm, collected. That's tight, and she part Hispanic. That's the type of sister I want, and she darker than me, and I like that. No, because I have Hispanic ancestry. I found out 10 years ago Louisiana Spanish, and I went to predominantly Hispanic school. And yes, there's Hispanic people that look like Ricardo Ignacio and lighter, but to meet Afro Latinos and Afro Latinas is beautiful. Um, so I don't know if she married. Talking about Rebecca, that's the type of woman I would date. Okay, and she has a mother from Cuba. She was calm, collected, and she did give her point um, respectfully. I did not like how Mulatto dude was disrespecting her. I understand that he said that he would take her in by her being darker, but I'm going to disagree with you on that too, Mulatto guy. That DNA test on race, and I go along with Ricardo Ignacio too, it's not real. DNA test is only real when it comes to relatives. Baby mama, baby daddy, cousin, brother, sister, grandpa, daddy, mama, all that, okay? So, it is not real. It's an HMM machine that makes an educated guess on those DNA tests, which they have been sued behind that shit. I'm glad they are. Even Jessica Alba, for example, they said DNA test. Like, I remind you about that DNA because I knew she had black ancestry. Her first DNA test said she didn't. The second DNA test said she did. So it's weird that how, and she had Arab and Asian, but that was not her first. So right there, that DNA test is not real. Okay, when it comes to race and ethnicity, it's only real. And people seeing their DNA of their dogs and lizards and cats, and the cat is Jewish, the cat is French, European, African, Native American, Asian. Like, really, the cat, the lizard, the dog. Like, come on, these people are DNA companies are scamming people when it comes to race, and they sell your DNA and they can falsely accuse you of a crime. But to Rebecca, I liked her. Rebecca wore the glasses. She was Mahali complex. She not that dark. She was Mahali complected. She had beautiful African features. She very, you can tell she classy, educated, and she was trying to get her point. To the mulatto guy, I had to take her side, and you right. I did put in my comment section. I had to show favors to my Hispanics. But where I said, yeah, and I have Hispanic blood too. So I'm showing favor to yes, I am going to show Hispanic side to her. Yes, I am to Rebecca, and to my Afro Latina sister. You know what I'm saying? You spoke well. I have a lot of respect for you. Now, to FBA accurate Cindy, and I'm accurate, I don't use the word FBA. That was a loudmouth bitch. The second girl that came on there. Second woman. I had a video about that, but I saw the preview of it. That's what got me pissed off. But I had to take time, so let me do another. Because once I release that, I don't want to misconstrue what I thought I saw or heard. I don't want to slander or not. The mulatto guy was trying to make his point. I get that he manipulating statistics that was wrong too. But sister girl, you did slander him. One thing I did like the fact he put on he had African American and black identified folks he look up to that go to HB college. And that's one thing that y'all don't understand. I had to take this out at because someone from a middle class, high class lifestyle. Because I grew up middle class and I went to Bologna African and my school was mostly Hispanic. We used to be white, but my area outside of Houston was predominantly African descendant of different skin tones. Like we had brothers like Ricardo, we had brothers like the Mulatto guy, we had sisters that look like the two sisters on here. We had different skin tone heritage. Not everybody in our community looked the same. Okay, they identify black because they want to rule. We have white passers, so that's why I come different. And like I said, I don't want to be compared to Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby is a pedophile, is a sex offender. He was okay. He was friends with Epstein and Hugh Hefner, two dead nasty men. Um, They actually were neighbors. A lot of folks now know shout out to Love TV Sports Stand on Daily Mail. They were neighbors. Epstein and Hugh Hefner and Bill Cosby was. So he was good. Not Jan Dixon. Jan Dixon lied. I don't like that ugly bitch. Anyway, I said bitch. I don't give a fuck. She, you know what I'm saying? She a white woman. Okay, she a dark hair white woman. She can kind of pass for She not Hispanic, but she Eastern European. Her dad said something like that. My mom, whatever. My dad, the other day, used to molest, abuse her, and all that other stuff, and that's why she's the way she is. But she did lie on Bill Cosby. Okay, he was guilty on Andrea, what's her name, but not on because she did admit her book that she lied, and she should go put in jail for that. So I don't like Janet Dixon. I never like Janet. I don't like Janet Dixon. I don't like that ugly bitch. Okay, I don't care. She was supermodel, ugly bitch. She ain't no supermodel no more with her ugly, old, ugly ass, okay? And I was wondering why Grace Jones slept with her and her husband at the time. Dolph Lundgren, whatever his name is, the one that He-Man. Yeah, I don't know why Grace Jones slept with that. They must have got high. Yeah. That's why I found Grace Jones bisexual. Because I didn't know she was bisexual until I saw that Jan Dickinson did mention her memoir. It's on Wikipedia. One period of time back in 2006 that she had a threesome with He-Man, talking about Don Lundgren, whatever name, the Dolph Lundgren played the He-Man in the movie. Okay, because I was a He-Man fan growing up as a kid in the 80s. I had a lot of He-Man toys, and I remember watching the movie He-Man, the movie. Back in the 80s, he played He-Man and Jan Dickinson. Okay, I know Ray Jones like white men, but I ain't think she would sleep with that nasty bitch. Talking about, I said bitch, I said bitch. I don't give a fuck. Talking about Jan Dickinson, she ugly. Shoot, Ray Jones, I would not try to her as much growing up as a kid, but she look way better than that ugly bitch, Jan Dickinson. Okay, and that Jan Dickinson, a white woman. Okay, I don't like that hoe, and she lied. Okay, I understand how daddy abused her, and all that stuff. I get that, but don't be doing that to people. And I understand Bill Cosby, a pedophile, not pedophile, he's a rapist, but don't be trying to lie on people. Cause now when the next victim come up, they white, they have to question that because of your bitch ass. You see what I'm saying? Trying to play the woman in material store. That's why I don't like that bitch. I don't like Bill Cosby. I don't like my point about Bill Cosby because I do give him credit on his show. He had different skin tones and hair textures on his show to reflect our community because we're mixed. Okay? And like I say, I don't know who are these little mixed folks coming up later on, but it's like when you tell people they have different hair textures, you gotta explain we was falsely classified as pure black where we're technically multiracial. Majority of African Americans, so-called black Americans, are mixed. Okay? Now, let's get to the ratchet bitch. That's the main one that I did not like in this video, and I do believe, in my opinion, that Ricardo, I'm gonna say Ricardo Latino, is using this bitch to get views, exploitation. She playing the angry black woman. She playing the stereotype. She doing what Tommy something we used to say, the BT 1000. She playing, and that's gonna give him more views. And she was interrupting the mulatto dude. Now get wrong, he was wrong, but interrupting the Hispanic, Afro-Latina, Cuban sister. And I want to get on that panel and check him for that. I just, people have accused me of hating Hispanic people, but I don't hate all Hispanic people, okay? And I did not say that. I don't like the racist ones, the Nuri Martinez, the Evan Lazara, Erica Mena, Camila Cabello, Ashley Gonzalez, Gerardo Rivera, the Vizzos in the Michael Jackson's case that lied. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, those racist Latinos, okay? We have plenty of them here in Texas, okay, who think they're white, okay? I met those online who in New York, who Puerto Rican, who was the same fucking thing. I go in on that too. As me and my friend Armando, we call, who Afro-Latino Dominican, we call them Hispanotips. When he got Hispanotips in New York, Hispanotips down here in Texas. And I don't like them, the Pocho Cola Hispanotips, okay? So, and I'm also Hispanic too, so I can't hate myself. I love my fourth grandfather. I don't know what type of person he was, but he contributed me to be here. My mama's side of the family tree, so I can't hate myself. My roots are not. My roots are part of Hispanic, drop Hispanic me, but it's part of me. Okay, and I always rep the fact that I'm Black Spanish Creole. When I found it out 10 years ago, I had no pride there, but I'm not gonna be damned to let some racist Latino do this to me. That's why I say it. Okay, but when she told me Rebecca, my heart, no, clearly I said her mother was Cuban, and she put, and you say how a black. First of all, Cubans are Afro mestizos. Let me explain when I say that. They have natives. Yes, not all the natives were killed. The women either was violated by the Spaniard men or married, or they married the black people because it was most of the men that got killed when the Spaniards came over there. Um, so Taino survival was through race mixing. Like for example, Mexico, the African population assimilated through race mixing to the mestizo categorization. The same thing happened in with the Native Americans in the Caribbean. They assimilate with the mulatto mixture. But that's all that together Afro mestizo means Spanish triracially white Spaniard, native and African. Okay? So they have that too in their blood. And so if her mother do look so called black, okay, does not matter. Her mother not is Afro mestiza. Okay, she can look like Celia Cruz, who looked more on the black side, but Celia Cruz was not dark skin; she was camera skin like I am. If her mother was same complexion as Pedro Knight, Celia Cruz husband, who's actually dark skinned, then still you never know what's his bloodline. They look like skin Latino like Gloria Stefan. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at somebody and say they're not mixed. So I'm glad that, and it's her family from Cuba. Majority, if one person looks black, somebody looks white, some looks in between, some look, the statistical mestizo look, like for example, when I say statistical mestizo look, of course I know Gloria Stefan not an Afro mestiza, and then they may call her mulata. Even though people say she's a white Cuban, to me she's not. She don't look white to me. I know her mother's from Spain, or her mother people from Spain, but her father's from here, from Cuba, excuse me, and her father genealogy in 19 indigenous Spaniard and African. And if I saw Gloria Stefan, I wouldn't be looking at her as a white woman, okay? If she came here to Texas and I say, that's a white woman, no, that's a Mexican. She's Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Because she has a dark hair, the olive skin tone. You know what I'm saying? I can see Lily Esteban, her niece, who, her husband, Emilio, is part Lebanese. There's a lot of Lebanese Hispanic people, like what's her name? Salma Hayek. She's Mexican Lebanese. What's her name? She's Arab too and Lebanese, Cuban. Yeah, not Cuban, Colombian. Shakira. There's a lot of Lebanese people. I kid you not. Um, it is. Lebanese is part Hispanic people, and I met people who part Arab and part Hispanic. That is, yeah. Well, that goes back to Spain when the Moorish, So, but what I'm saying is that I can see Lily Esteban, her niece, who is going La Flaca, her can pass for white. And she has Swedish in her blood too. Is it Swedish or is Swiss or Swedish? Besides Cuban and Lebanese, she can almost pass for a white woman, but she not 10 mix. Okay, with her ancestry. So, anyway, let me just. I'm about to go to sleep because I stay up all night trying to listen to this whole hour long video and bits and pieces. But I'll give you my intake later on. I'm tired. I was gonna go because Sister Girl can warm me out, baby. The last one ran her damn mouth, was screaming, and I kid you not, every fucking anti-black stereotype she portrayed. And I like, no, not the Afro-Latina Hispanic one. I'm talking about the last one, the FBA one, the dark one, with the twist or the braids in her hair. She had a nasty fucking attitude. And I do believe that Ricardo Ignacio was using her for clear views, in my opinion. Because you let her run her mouth. Yes, yes, the mulatto guy was being disrespectful to the Cuban. Now, like I said, if I was on the panel, I would check them. You know what I'm saying? And I would. I'm sorry that the Spanish part of me, my roots, my Spanish Creole roots come out. Okay, yeah, I want to defend my Afro-Latina. You dang all right. No, you can't say I hate Hispanic people because I voted for Trump. It was for them racist motherfuckers who need to stop being representative of the Hispanic community. The Hispanic community needs to stop being so collective. Like I said, the African Americans stop being collective. Keep them people out of the community. But no. Now I'm not Cubanita, no. But she said her mother was Cuban. No, yeah, no, mi corazón. No, I start speaking Spanish now. Mi corazón. Tengo corazón por ella. Like, really, I felt for Rebecca when the dude, because I swear, she made points and she schooled the mulatto guy, but the African American, anyone from here, she represent every fucking stereotype. You saw my mood change on her. Then I bet you she be wrong. Why I don't got no man? But bitch, because first of all, I understand, and no offense to a mulatto guy, you need to reconsider what you're talking about sometimes, because dudes come out as anti-black. I didn't say all that. You're right about we should have a mixed race conversation. We should give it a one drop rule. But the elitist attitude that I see in the Golden Spear, that's why when I got slandered by Lashid, I never tried to join the Golden Spear. I was after finding who was behind my channel. Get when Bluish Dollars racist Latino goons put porn on my channel. So get your story straight, Miss Lashid in Chicago, okay? And I ain't gonna mention the other person that's involved in that. However, and I'm not talking about my homegirls that that we consider, okay? They used to be part of Ghost Spirit. I'm talking about the other folks in the like Milana Vanguard, okay? Of course, Bluish Lotto was not part of that, but that's who anger biracial. That's who the sister going to go on, okay? With that, with this mixed dude, I'm older than him. I have to be an older brother to that man if I ever meet him on social media or even in person. But sister gal, you went too much. You did slander him, and he was wrong for interrupting, but you went over the board. And Ricardo Ignacio was smiling at. And let me tell you something why I take it personal with this. And I did say that I feel that he was exploiting this sister. That's why I'm not giving her the FBA check. I'm not giving her no fucking respect because you came in coon on this Mexican man's channel, okay? And I did say that because let me tell you this: when I was on Radical Latinos channel back in 2021, and there was this light-skinned sister who was trying to be soft-spoken ratchet, and I know she does voodoo witchcraft. What's her name? Universal Tip, and she was stereotyping brothers, and she was the Vesta. And she's a witch. I saw her stuff on social media. She's a witch. And I think she was doing spell work too, because I was trying to get on the panel. And I said, this is coonery in the backstage. And Radical Latino kicked me off the channel. And I'm like, dude, you born 87, right? You just turned 39. Bro, I'm 47 years old. I seen this bullshit when you was a little kid, okay? With Geraldo Rivera. Right before O.J. Simpson was falsely accused of killing Nicole Brown Simpson, he just did, back in 94, I watched this shit. He just did a video about like black men dating white women. Mind you, this part Hispanic man, Puerto Rican man, who has a white Jewish mother but don't look white, and dad's African, Puerto Rican. However, very married to a white woman at the time. So what the fuck you talking about, dude? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't have a panel of Hispanic men dating white women? Okay, thank you. And it was too many ratchet bitch ass sister girls and trying to emasculate and it was like a mission show. So the same thing I saw with Radical Latino 2021 when he had Universal Tip on there, and we was trying to get in there and defend the brothers, and he would not let me on there because I would throw some arguments and some, and he was trying to, in my opinion, trying to get clicks and views to get some ratchet ass black identified people to act a fool. And that's what I saw with this bitch here. And I also I want to mention Fighter Complex, but I compare Ricardo Ignacio and ask Mondo this, but we all know Fighter Complex, and so do Hyper Vigor. And I said, is he trying to be like him? Because the whole time it was so much screaming from this bitch. I kid you not. The dude could not get no word in. Of course, he was wrong how he treated the Afro-Latina one. But damn, he didn't act that extreme like this bitch. And it's like, talking about she passionate for, bitch, you not passionate for community. Everything you portrayed was an anti-black, the angry black woman. And I bet you one of them damn fake ass sisters who be asking, I ain't got no man. Because you was happy to me. And then one thing you called him sassy. Did you call him sassy because he was light skinned? That pissed me off. Now, of course, I'm darker than he is. But I'm not as dark as you. And there's one thing when men try to be gentlemen, no matter what their skin tone is, and walk away, you say, you're sassy, you're a punk. Until we call you a bitch like a camera skin Easy would do. Or Tupac Biggie did. Oh, you disrespect the black woman. No, sister gal, you disrespect the cocoa black man, you know we're not pure black. For white supremacy, because it happens in the William Lynch letter. We emasculate the men, make them, you know what I'm saying? If you read the William Lynch letter, it'll give you an idea what I'm talking about. You play Sapphire Jones in that with that stupid Amos and Andy. Okay? You imagine, and that's what he was using it for. He talking about anti-black. The whole thing was anti-black because he told some order. But no, he let you act like a ratchet hood rat bitch, and he was laughing the whole time. And I can't get mad at him. I'm not gonna be American Cholo what he did to Tiger, okay? But I'm gonna let you chose to go and show act a fool, and it reminded me of what Monique said on Charm School when she said how this came from Black America and the black women in the comment section, I guess on social media, like on MySpace back in 2007, said, "Oh my God, this is who we are." And I know it's owned by Viacom. Viacom's a prison complex, so you see why VH1 had that on there. But the point I'm trying to say is that she portrayed every ratchet stereotype of anti-black to a point that that's why some brothers don't want you, even the ones that are ratchet and dusty, okay? Because you supposed to be laid like I can't tell the one what to do, but that's why you get that. You talking about how reaction, like Ricardo was trying to tell the law. I'm gonna tell your reaction. We gonna react to you the way you are because he was trying to be respectful. The light skinned mulatto guy was trying to be respectful, and you kept putting your perception and misinterpretation of his words, and that's one thing that I didn't respect. You went in, like did you smoke some weed or something, like, and like I was saying, I would cuss the bitch out because first of all, let me explain something to you. My grandmother on my dad's side, who thought to be a church-going lady, she would act this way behind closed doors. My grandfather, who was dark as that sister, put that foot down. Now, he wasn't abusive, but he made sure that she acted that way. He put her in her place. And he was not abusive towards her. Okay? He did a different manner. He was no Ike Turner type man. Okay, even called Ike Turner type niggas. We were watching that movie, Wiz Love Got to Do With It. Okay, so yeah, my grandfather, but also he was Creole too. He admitted, but when I doing his family tree, his family took his parents was from New Iberia, not New Iberia. His parents from Alexandria in Concord, Louisiana. Okay, so technically my grandfather was dark skinned Creole on my dad's side. Okay, point is his family told me they had French Indian family. back in '93. So what I'm saying is that he didn't play that bullshit. He let my grandma know, So he have a voice like me. He had a deep voice. He's masculine more than I am. But I get that narrative from him. I would came down. I would cuss your bitch ass out. I would treat you like Fred Savage, Esther. Like really. So you're not gonna sit here and disrespect me as a man because other men, okay? And it's funny. The light skin, a lot of guys was trying to be a gentleman. You call him sassy, but if he called you a bitch, you would get and try to copycat Lois Tucker and the whole gangster. Like, no, bitch, you are portraying the white supremacist narrative. They used to have white men portrayed and drag black women, okay, in the Miss Show skits and blackface. You are portraying the angry black woman that the white racist man made to a point that there's no reason to respect you because you're not respectful. See, the Afro-Latina Hispanic woman who's darker but not as dark, she had more respect. And she responded to him in an intelligent manner to check his ass. You came in, and here comes Ricardo Ignacio looking like Gerardo Rivera back in '94 before O.J. Simpson trial. See what I'm saying? I was 14 watching them talk shows, okay, back in the '90s. Sometimes you want to go outside and play. Oprah on, what's the name? Ricky Lake on. Yeah, I was one of them people. Okay, Sally on, Montiel on. Okay, what time they talking about today? Namari Porvis, Jerry Springer. That was me. That was me, baby. Donahue. Okay. So you get my point. Excuse me. Okay? You really are very just aggressive and you want to know why you don't get the respect you do portray an anti-black stereotype. And like I say, you came to me, bitch, I'll cut your ass out. I would sound like the Death Row rappers. Okay? And gangsta, and to the point, this black white, I said, hold on, you just said a brother. I don't go by the one drop rule, okay? Because if I was a white man, if I was very light like the Ricardo, even though the mulatto got close to color, you would not talk that way. That's how I know some of you sisters, not all sisters, when a Spanish man is light skinned or a white man, some of y'all treat them more respect. That's why this man likes sisters, which he can have them. That's why I'm out here. I ain't over here whining about him going with sisters. He can have them ratchet because no, he don't want them the intelligent sisters. He want them ratchet because he was smiling. They was turning him on to see you clowning like a bitch on that man. Okay? And I'm serious. Nah, I don't, and by me like Latino women, I don't like Ebony Lozada. She Hispanic. I don't like that bitch. And I was in a conversation back in 2012 when I had my other Facebook full government name on it, okay? And I never forget that when I was at the one of my lawsuit with CUNY Homes, my evictions, and I didn't get evicted. So I'm using the Wi-Fi, no, I'm using the internet on my phone. Facebook. And I never forget that on Facebook. So we watching Facebook. Evan Lozada and Chad Algerson go just take a picture. A bunch of us brothers and Latino men, mostly the Puerto Ricans who were Latino, we're trashing Evelyn. You know who defended Evelyn Lozada before she got beat up? Well, actually, she got beat up in self-defense. Okay, because I don't think that Chad Algerson was a wife beater. I think that she fought him with her ratchet bitch ass, and he fought back and defended himself and sadly lost his career. We was bashing Evelyn. It was sister gals talking about we want to fuck her. No, the fuck we don't. She a ratchet ass bitch. She Latin as bitch. She's Hispanic. She Puerto Rican. Women that act like that don't get no respect, bitch. I understand you confrontation in defense. That's different. But you came in like a high-handed hood rat acting a fool. The sister that was Latina, Hispanic sister, she came in there with respect and she checked his ass. That's why I take her side. You came as a ghetto hood rat, wild hiring hood rat bitch to a point you couldn't have. That's like, nah, bitch, nobody can respect your ass. And I don't give a fuck about you, what's between your damn legs. I'll cuss your bitch ass out. I wouldn't date no fucking Ashley Gonzalez. I was saying when my father was getting messed up during that time, I was saying all type of bitches and hoes about Ashley Gonzalez. I'll cuss that bitch. I don't care if you're a former police. Cuss that bitch out to her face. Y'all know how I feel about Judge Gonzalez, the one that was filming my stock. I called her puta perra. Okay, so when y'all act ratchet, out of character, that's why you bitches don't get respect regardless what your fucking race is. Okay? You should act laid. Like, I understand I don't act all good terms my own damn self. I can understand you act that way in defense. That's when we take your side. But you came offensively to this man to a point he was trying to be cordial with you. Then when he turned around and tried to leave, you call him sassy, trying to call him gay. Bitch, call me that and see how I cuss your fucking whole stinking pussy ass out. See, bitches like you don't deserve the respect. It's different between ladies, women, and bitches. Okay? You a bitch. You know what bitch means? A female dog. You act like a female dog in the whole stream. I had to stop watching it, bro. Because it was too much toxic energy. And like someone did a spell work. And I do believe that man do that time of Ricardo. Okay? And you just went along with the demonic curse. You crazy bitch. Nah, nobody don't want to get no word. No, she want a man that want to emasculate like the William Lynch letter. You cannot see and call it anti-black. What I'm saying, because you being anti the white supremacists on the plantation made you to be his agent. That's why some brothers don't date sisters. I'm not saying be anti black woman because not all sisters are alike, but you have to understand the origin. Where they came from, because sometimes a sister would take the white man and sometimes sleep with the white man. It was not always rape, and I'm glad Tyler Perry showed a movie, The Family Praise. You know, it wasn't about slavery, but that goes on. Yes, you have sisters that married to a brother going behind closed doors, sleep with their white bosses to keep a damn job and shit. And sometimes threaten to call laws and weaponize the laws in a false manner to get them over there about that white. I know, I have heard many stories. See, the sister gang gonna talk about that. And I like that movie Fan Praise with Tyler Perry. And I'm glad my girl Jack, what's his name, Robin Givens told Saddam Latham, excuse me, you make us sister look bad. That's right, because she was sleeping with Mr. Cartwright. And I'm glad Mr. Cartwright left her ass at the parking lot. Baby, I love that movie. I'm glad her husband punched the bitch, punched the white man too that was sleeping with his wife, sure did. And did not get arrested in that movie with Tyler Perry. I showed it. I was happy that bright skinned man whooped her and whooped the white man. Me, I would punch that man across a damn cliff in that construction. When they were working construction, I showed we with him in suit and tie. I probably would if that was an actor in that movie. Shit. For sleeping with my damn wife. And I wish that Mrs. Cartwright whooped that ass. Talking about the white lady, I showed did. Shit, when I support Beyonce whooping that white woman ass too in the movie Obsessed, baby. Look, you go with people, husbands, wives, that's playing pussy and dick, they're single, they're not really going to buy a put. Like, I don't get that bullshit. I mean, change subject. That's I'm be nasty and vocal. It's too many dick and pussy out there for you to be going with somebody's husband or wife. I don't get that bullshit. David, I don't need to take nobody's wife. There's plenty of pussy out there. Shit. That's free and single. Thank you. If I want to fornicate, no against God, but if I want to sin, I get with some woman that's single. Not no damn married woman. And I mean, I have a lot of female friends, those who marry or consider their boyfriends. No, I am not the type of dude. Maybe you do that shit, but I don't do that because if I get married, I will get mad at my wife if she cheat on me. I sure would. I go hardcore. I can't hit my wife, but I my birthday just my birthday just passed. Okay, so the Angela Bassett and Madonna, when they move away to hell, I'm gonna burn her clothes. I'm gonna do the same thing she do to me. So when I because you ain't gonna be no Ike Turner. That's right, all the Victoria's Secrets I bought for your bitch. No, I can support Victoria because he was Epstein's file. But any lingerie similar there, okay, all that. That's right. I'm pawn that diamond ring, pawn the engagement and marriage ring. I sure will. I'll pawn it. Sure will give the money to those out on the street. No, and tell them they not use on no crack or kush nothing. Okay. Shoes, or you give it to a homeless person that don't do crack kush, and they go to the pawn shop, get some money, probably get a place to stay. All right, really, thank you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't cross me, baby. I make your life miserable. You cheat on me. Trust me. Now when I cheat on my woman, because that's karma behind it. Y'all understand that? When y'all men be insecure talking about cheating, but your bitch ass be cheating on your wife, girlfriend, because you guilty because you afraid she'll do the same to you. I don't got that problem. If I find out my wife will cheat on me, I ain't gotta hit her. I gotta do get all the things I gave her, burn that bullshit, or set it. I show her do emotional damage. That's how I do. I don't gotta do no fit. I do emotional fucking damage, and I'm changing locks. Your ass put all your shit out the outside the house. You did right. You don't come back in no more. To the left, like Beyonce. Okay, I show it. So don't you cheat on me, cause I am not the person to be cheated on. Okay. So to any man that gets offended when I hang around with their wife or their girlfriend, I ain't trying to sleep with your wife, girl, because I don't play that bullshit. Cause I don't want nobody to do that. No, I ain't gonna. I burn. No, I will. If my wife cheat on me, I'm gonna burn them. I'm doing the Angela Bassett did. Burn them damn clothes. You damn right. I'm gonna do emotional damage. You do the emotional damage. I ain't gonna sit here and put on hand and go to jail for that and get no charge. But if I bought it and I gave it to you, it's mine. I'm gonna burn it. If I find any diamond rings I gave your bitch ass, I'm gonna sell it, give it on the street. That's right. Make sure they don't go no crackhead or cushhead. Go somebody go get a hotel. Go stay there homeless. Get some food. Get some bus fare. Whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and that's right. I do emotional damage. That's what I do. Emotional damage. You damn fucking right. Hurt you in your emotions, bitch. You're gonna cheat on me. And nah, I ain't gonna, no, hell nah. If I find out and I'm changing the motherfucking lock because I'm the head of the household, yo, bitch, put all your shit out and you'll get it, let everybody else get it for you. It's all free. Shoot, you better not cheat on me, baby. I don't play that bullshit. And I call you all time bitch and hoes when I do it. So you do have emotional damage. That's how I do, baby. I'm gonna sit here and why would I sit here and beat her up like I turn? That's wrong. All the time I get physical. If someone put a hand on me, I don't care if you're a woman. I mean, you put your hands on me, uncle with dick and pussy or trans, whatever the damn days, you gonna get it. But I don't do the first hit. Don't I want no one to get physical with them. I ain't trying to think about that. I'm saying that because people make stupid comments and make all them damn comments and lies like that old bitch was doing to them loud dude. But I ain't gonna sit here now, baby. Shoes. Cheat who? Baby, I'll be the worst husband. Cheat on me and see what happens. Bitch. I wouldn't want to call my wife a bitch, but we should be called one. And when I say with a whole lot of power. I don't play that shit. Shoes. I don't believe in cheating on no woman. Shoes. And like I say, those who out there cheating on, like, why you messing with people's spouses? There's plenty of people out there you can fuck or have a relationship with. Get on my damn nerve with these damn ass people. Excuse me. So that's what I'm gonna say is that that's all I gotta deal with, y'all. I'm good. I'm tired. I'm tired. Yes, I'm tired. Freaking tired. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. It's 4:47 in the morning. Yeah, it is 4 in the morning. About to be 5 o'clock. I took my shower last night. Mm-hmm. Whew. I'm so tired, y'all. I do apologize. Yeah, sorry, y'all.